Hi, this is Jen from Behind the Scenes Tarot, and this is the Letting It Go series. The series is timeless, so whenever you come across this message, it's probably meant for you while you're going through your own transition. So let's go through it together because I'm going through one as well. Oh, well, what happens when you've made this grand decision to move forward and you have buyer's remorse? Like, is this really where we need to go? Am I making the right decision? Is this right? Do we need to be doing this? Any of that self-doubt that comes through from you, I know I've done it. There are times that I still wonder, is this the right decision? How do we know that it's the right path to take? So when I ask spirit, when we have buyer's remorse or we're doubting our path, what advice do you have for us? How do we navigate that? So let's ask the cards. Advice from spirit when there's a little bit of buyer's remorse. And look, trust your intuition. If you really are going into a spot that's just truly not feeling good, you need to take action on that. But if you feel like you're on the right path, you made the right decisions, you're just a little nervous, you're just sort of doubting it, kind of looking for some signs, reassurance that what you're doing is right. That's the intent here. 3, 2, 1. How to look for those signs from spirit to reassure us that we're on the right path in the event that we might have a little bit of buyer's remorse. Some big energy with the major arcanas coming in. Okay, so this is fascinating. I love how these cards really reinforce sort of the message. King of Cups, he's sort of our shady dude. And this is sort of you kind of doubting it. This is me doubting it. This is all of us doubting it. Like, did we really make the right decision here? Is this really where we need to go? Is this really for our best and highest good? Like, that King of Cups is absolutely perfectly positioned for indicating that doubt. In the current position, justice, balance. This is, we made a decision, kind of needing to say, stick with it. The balance card, everything will balance out as we move forward, but you got to feel your way. And this is what I was saying before. If you made a decision that's a little bit out of balance or out of integrity, you need to look at it. It has to be the correct balance for your life. Ace of Wands, the new path, judgment. This is what you have made as a decision to move forward. You're saying, okay, look, this is the path we're on. If it's balanced, move forward. If it's out of balance, you need to look at it. And that's the perfect place to be if you're doubting something. Where's the balance? Both sides of the equation have to be equal. It has to be a win-win-win for everybody involved. And if it's a win-lose scenario and you're doubting that, how do you bring those scales of balance back into alignment? So that way you can move forward victoriously, feel good about it. And there's that healing effect that we're all looking for. That's why we're doing a transformation in our life in the first place, because we're ultimately trying to get to that place of healing. So I think what Spirit is trying to tell us is find the balance. If you can be in balance in your life, then move forward. If it feels balanced, but you're just, I'm not sure if this is the right, you got to check within yourself to find the balance. Top of the deck, the Chariot card, because you're moving forward, but it has to be balanced. Bottom of the deck is interesting, the Five of Pentacles being out in the cold. So that's your balance point. Is this the right place to be? Because you either move forward or you don't. Those are your options. Does it feel balanced moving forward? Or do you feel more balanced being out in the cold? It's like chocolate or vanilla. Choose. I wish life were that easy if it was just flavors of ice cream. And I don't mean to trivialize it, but let's actually clarify what the Justice card means. Maybe Spirit can give us a little bit more advice here. High Priestess, Queen of Swords, Four of Pentacles. So the Justice card is, oh, looks like my card view is stuck there a little bit, but the Justice card is saying that voice inside your head of it telling you what you truly are holding on to. Where does that feel? How does that feel? Go within in terms of the things that you value that you're holding in the balance. Listen to your inner voice, listen to your inner guidance. This is telling you to go within, not outside of yourself, within. You're the one making this choice. You're the one making the decisions. Is it balanced? Does it make sense to move forward? Or does it make sense to be in lack? And this is kind of telling you, look at both sides of the equation. And when you're debating it, when you're in doubt, it's because some of the cups are spilled. But look for the cups that are standing upright. If you're out of balance because you're debating a decision and something doesn't feel right, you've got to look for where the other cups are standing and go within and see how that feels and see if that remeasures the scales. Without knowing the particulars, it's hard to give specific advice. So this is going to be very general, but I hope that this helps give you a place to go and a starting point to figure out how to weigh the balance. Because when we don't know how to move forward and we're in buyer's remorse and we're doubting our decisions, just say, is it actually really the best for everybody involved? If not, what else can I look at? Because your choices are move forward or not. And what helps you to ultimately move forward? How can you stack the deck so you wish to proceed? Because ultimately, this is where you want to get to be. You want to be able to move forward because by moving forward, you'll feel good and the healing begins. So how do we get to that place of feeling good? How do we get to that place where the end result is the healing and balance out all the equations? I know it feels big. Take it one step at a time. Break it into smaller pieces if you have to. Maybe you're going to have to reimagine how things work if you actually need to. Or if it's really just the fear game, that's okay too. Acknowledge it for what it is. Because if at the end of the day, the decision is right, you're just afraid of moving forward, that's okay. That is totally okay. Maybe it's not the right time to move forward yet. Or maybe you just need to have a little bit of extra grace with yourself that says you're going through a lot, but ultimately it works out in the end. Remind yourself that you're doing this for a reason. What is the end goal? Where is it that you're trying to get to? Because life is better on the other side, ideally, even if we can't see it from this perspective. Buyer's remorse is a tricky subject, but it's mostly mental, not always physical. It doesn't always mean you made the wrong purchase decision or the wrong action or the wrong commitment. It just means we're not ready to truly release and let go in the moment. So give yourself some time, give yourself some grace. Know what you're trying to accomplish in the end. And if that's really what's best for everyone, then allow yourself to move forward. I hope this is helpful. This is Jen from Behind the Scenes Tarot. Have a great rest of your day.